Hello, beautiful kings and queens, and welcome to Mother Nature Healing, where I am here to do a tarot read for this week that begins on April 14th. Time is fluid, so whenever you happen to come across this video, then the video is meant for you at this time, and I'm sure that there is a message meant for you to receive. So I am going to get started into my reading. I have a few different decks. There is a full moon this Friday in Libra, so I do believe a theme of finding balance and relationships are going to come up as a factor for this week and may come out into our reading. So let's get started. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah. And see what comes out for us for this week. So let me start off by clearing our space. I already did sage down the room before I started the video. And so I will work with the Tibetan sound bowl to bring vibrations to clear out any stagnant energy from this space. So then spirit has full access to move through and move in to assist us with our reading. So let's clear. Thank you, Spirit. Our spirit is welcome in. We're the most benevolent ancestors and deity that is here, that is called the collective, the all, the creator, is welcome in this place to guide me in this reading. So let me go ahead and start and pull some cards for today. Let me go ahead. First, I'm going to work with our chakra cards. And see where we may have some blockages for this week. 1 to 2 cards, Spirit. Thank you, Spirits. And I have renewal. What a beautiful card to start off for the week. This is the root chakra. So this is about how we are grounding in this space. You do see that she is enlightened at her crown. There is the sun in the background, and she's sitting and she's planted, grounded on the earth. So if you are able to go out into nature this week, definitely do so. That will help with grounding. Eating red foods, red carnelian, different beads, wearing the color red is going to also help with getting you grounded for the week. Let me see if the same card will come out in my chakra cards. So, and see what other chakra we may need to work on, if it's the same or we have another one. That is the theme, though, that I've been noticing about getting both our root and sacral chakra in my daily readings. And what is okay, and I have the 7th chakra, so that is the crown. So just like in this card here, you see her crown is enlightened. So in the root chakra is our first chakra. So that is a complete alignment, which would be a renewal, you know. So if you're working on healing through your dreams, if you have been actively doing things to help materialize in the earthly realm and how it will align to spiritual realm, those type of situation and experiences may be coming up this week. So understand whatever situations that come up, it is to help you renew yourself and be more connected to divinity, so you can receive whatever messages that you need to receive, that is going to help you move for the next purpose that's meant for your life. So embrace and accept whatever is coming. Do not be afraid, because it is something divine set up for you. So let me see what else we got. Thank you, Amani, for being my helper. Let me give you these over here. Thank you, baby. You can play. Next, we'll pull from my Crystal Angel Oracle deck and see what type of crystals that we can hold on to for this week. And the oracle would be a divine message from our creator, from our spirit guides, on what we can use. I'm trying to see him. He's trying to shuffle some cards. Okay, we need one message. Turquoise, spiritual path. My own personal reading, I did pull this up. So, spiritual path, your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Just like you see here, same. Embrace, open your arms, be open to receiving these messages. You see their arms are out. So if you're doing meditation or anything like that for this week, use this stance. So if you go outside and you're in the sunlight, if you're by yourself, or even if you're around people, if you don't care about what people think of you, if you do, then you need to get out of that 3D mindset. Just embrace nature for a moment and accept and allow be receptive of whatever changes and things that are coming to you. Let me look in the book and see what that says for turquoise. And if you do have turquoise crystal, you could wear it. You could put it on your pillow. You could put it, if you're a lady, put it in your bra, put it in your pocket, your purse. You know, so you could wear it or wear that color. You know, also be helpful to you. So you can't do that. You can play with color something. So turquoise, it says this card comes to you because, let me hold it up. You've been praying and meditating about your spiritual path. You may feel conflicts with your true beliefs, wondering whether to take a traditional alternative route. Perhaps you've been studying or attending different religious and spiritual groups, trying to see where you fit in and find other people aligned with your values. Your religious upbringing and family culture are factors here. While you would like to make your spiritual path decisions independently, you find yourself being influenced by your past. You also want to make the right choice that is best for your soul, and do recognize that some traditional beliefs have merit. So, you know, if you came from a religious background and now you're breaking free from the constructs of religion and now become more spiritual, understanding that there is some meaning and discipline within religion that's helpful to us. So, you know, definitely don't just completely forget everything that you've already learned. You can incorporate that into your new walk. Okay? Even when people have the same religious faith, they have different interpretations. It's unlikely that two individuals agree on every aspect of religion or spirituality because it's a deeply personal experience. Your life lessons continue to shape your beliefs, so keep praying and following your guidance. Finding people who have similar or complementary beliefs, even if they're not identical, can lead to deep friendships and help you navigate your own spiritual path. This card can also be about a relationship that is experiencing conflicts because partners have different religious or spiritual convictions. This is a challenging situation for both people, and it needs to be handled with prayer and often with counseling. So take that into consideration. If you are in some type of partnership, doesn't necessarily have to be within boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It also can be mother, daughter, father, son, you know, any type of relationship, which would be a connection between more than one person. So take that into account. What are you doing? Come over here. He's trying to escape. Okay, so next, let me pull a card from Goddess Realm. This, I am just going to say it is unisex, for you can apply it to male or female, but these are goddesses. So dudes, don't feel offended. But hold on one second. Let me get baby boy. Thank you, guys. Okay, so let me pull one from there. Like I said, I've already cleansed all my cards and asked for divine guidance to be assisting us in this reading for this week. And sorry, guys, I'm trying to move fast because I know I got a little man on the floor, and you know how kids are. They like to touch and get into everything because, you know, mother. Let's see. One card for the collective for this week. Thank you. All right. We have Serdwin, transformation, number 10. 10 in numerology narrows back down because you add the numbers together for a single digit and it equals out to number 1. So that is moving into new beginnings, which again goes with our theme of renewal for this week. And I believe a lot of these things are creating these balance that are leading us into our spiritual path, you know, with this turquoise spiritual path and the crown chakra, which is where you receive messages from divinity. I definitely think that a lot of people are being reset if you were off track or in the material world or where we're grounded in different things that we're doing. If we have been off balance in some way, I believe this transformation that's coming for this week is going to shift and reset back into the right path that we need to be in. So let me get some more messages from that. Number 10. We're going to read from the book, and it's just going to tell us a little bit about this goddess. So, Serdwin, transformation, shape-shifting lunar goddess, Serdwin, I hope I'm saying her name right, but if I'm not, don't judge me, is the keeper of the cauldron of knowledge and rebirth. She brewed a magical potion for her son, Afdu, but 3 drops fall on her other son, Guan. Furious, Cedrin chased him, and they both transformed into different animals. He finally turns into a grain of corn, but she shapeshifts into a hen and eats him. He is reborn 9 months later as Taliesin, the great Welsh poet. Serdwin works with the moon energy in her banishing and manifesting cycles. Serdwin shifts into your consciousness to assist you with a deep metamorphosis you're activating. This time of change encourages you to be flexible and adaptable. Work with the moon energy to guide you through growth and transformation. The full moon is Friday, so definitely take advantage of that. And full moons are the culmination of the time period before them, from the new moon up until. So if we're talking about banishing and manifesting, that would be a good time to do both. You can banish the old beliefs, and you can begin to manifest new things. Since it's a 10 instead of a 1, it kind of represents both. 1 is the new beginning, which is the single digit aspect. We'll be looking at the double digit, the 10. That is everything from 1 to 9 added to, and then that's the next number. So you can revisit all of that to see what do you need to hold on to, what can you let go of from that, from this last set of time period, and then what can you begin or start anew. So keywords for this cycle for this week will be transformation, metamorphosis, evolving, flexibility, growth, moon magic, manifesting, which is during waxing, banishing during waning, moon cycles, transitioning, shifting, expanding, and the elderly. Shadow, which means if you do not take advantage of this, this is how it will manifest in your physical life, would be you having resistance to change, being rigid, overbearing, interfering, extinction, jealousy, gossip, sarcasm, revenge, petty dramas, and spites. So do not engage in any of these lower level vibrational shifts as you're going through your shifts. Let go and allow whatever changes that are coming to help you. All right, so now let me pull from the Rider-Waite deck, and I'm gonna pull, let's see, get 3 cards for this week. Thank you, Spirit. Woo. Well, we have 5, so I'm gonna take all of them. Okay. First thing that came out was the Hierophant. Like I said, we may be revisiting. I say this is definitely associated with your spiritual past. The Hierophant is somebody who is usually traditional. This could be representative of relationships that have to do with potential marriage or church or religious figure, spirituality. That's usually who the Hierophant represents. Or this could be someone who is a sign of Taurus that could be going through the transformation for this week. The other cards that came out with this, okay, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is representative of rest. It's kind of like going into a little hermit mode, just relaxing, meditating. Like on the Cerebrin card, talking about transformation, not getting involved in other things, kind of letting go, allowing, embracing, accepting different change to happen. So, sometimes we could use meditation to help us get there. There is the Three of Pentacles, so usually that is some type of contract or agreement that could come about. We have the King of, well, not the King, the Knight of Wands, who usually brings messages forth in action. And we have the Strength card that came out in reverse. Now, the Strength card in reverse could be someone maybe in resistance of the change, but what the plan, the ultimate plan is to bring strength into whatever you are doing. So that is going to be something like to be more aware of during the week. Are you operating in your strength? Are you operating a lower level? Because when the King of Wands comes, why do I keep saying the King of Wands? Okay, well, somebody might be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This is the season of Aries, but the Knight of Wands is someone who comes across very passionately and could seem very aggressive in their communication about whatever partnership that causes somebody to maybe move into a period of rest or relaxation, or wanting to meditate or get away, like escapism, different things, that can come about through that. But operating strength, don't allow whatever these type of situations to affect you in a negative way. So we'll see how this relates if more cards come in with it. Excuse me, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got all my cards everywhere. Okay, so next. We got two more decks. Let's see what's going on. We'll put it all together. What? Yeah. One card, that's all I want for this week. Temperance. I put this in my daily for this week sometime. On the bottom, Nine of Fire in reverse. I'm going to take that too. Put these cards up here because this guy. How can I help you? You got all my cards in. He is really into this. Well, the Temperance card is talking about patience, using patience and kind of like alchemy. You see, the woman, she is exchanging her cup between two different. Well, she has two different cups, and she's shifting. Her eyes are closed, so she is operating using her third eye, her intuition, and trusting in the universe. So she does have all the colors of the chakra, all the chakras behind her. Her womb looks like the universe, so I would say it's kind of like the primordial room where we birth different things at, and using patience and give and take and the right amount of emotions to create and to wait or learn how to balance, which is again another theme about the full moon being in Libra, which represents balance and weighing the scales. So like I said about this shift and refocus is definitely going to come, but the challenge for this week I see is that we're going to be mindful about how we're using and operating in our strengths. So we also have the Nine of Fire in reverse. So upright, it looks like a volcano and it's spewing. This could represent passion. Remember, 9 is at the very end in the numerology cycle, so that is coming to the close of something. So with it being reversed, this could also be a challenge or something coming from the external, so something coming to you from someone else. So I want to get in the book what their interpretation is of the Nine of Fire. So the Nine of Fire in this deck, how can I help you? You can go back over there, sir. It says, when we come face to face to this card in the reading, recognize a still small voice within your psyche encouraging you to fulfill your exalted mission on earth. Each one of us has a sacred purpose for this incarnation. What is yours? The trio of the three-petaled lotus flower can signify the full blossoming of your personality, soul, and spirit as a complete triumvirate existing on inner levels. You are now at the peak of your power mentally and intuitively. Keep looking upward for divine insight coming from a guardian angel or master of wisdom. Higher truth is seeking admittance into your reservoir of knowledge. 9 represents an organic and creative process that's taking place. And this is a more advanced stage of the evolution of fire. So with that, with it being in reverse, that means this is something kind of offered from the universe to us to take in and change. So what we're doing is finding balance through this fire energy, this passionate energy that's coming. And it's going to lead us. See, this also, here's the fire. This could be actual person that comes and ignites a transition for yourself. That's going to put you in a period of rest, allowing you to move into your correct or reset spiritual path for this weekend, aligning with the people that you need to get in contact with, that are going to help you in your journey. Which is leading you to your transformation and ultimate renewal, where you are receiving divinity and divine messages from above that is going to clear and help you to manifest things in this earthly realm and to heal others and yourself. So that's beautiful, one thing, to say. And that sounds very exciting to me as far as how we're moving through the week, because this means it's a very very important week for us. And this moon, this pink moon that is coming up in the sign of Libra, that's on the 19th, is definitely going to help initiate and push us out. Like, we're done with the phases of these eclipses and the super moons and different things like that. So this is the first one that's coming out of that. So it's kind of like a kickstart, like a little fire in your butt to go ahead and get aligned and moving into your purpose. So a lot of opportunities to get aligned with your passions and the right grouping, the right people for our soul group and all that is going to be a part of that. And that sounds quite beautiful to me. So I'm here for it. So I'm taking this message just along with everyone else. And then lastly, we have number 9, ancestors. So if you guys follow me on my Instagram and Facebook at Mother Nature Healing, you will see my daily yesterday just had the card that said ancestors, and that we needed to be honoring our ancestors, our lineage. They are all, that is us. All we are a culmination of all that is before us, all past lives or any that's part of our DNA. Everyone that comes in our lineage is part of our DNA. And you see this person, this looks like they're planted, which would be similar to being grounded, and I still see this this open arm movement that's still in all of these. Well, it's kind of like a theme with all these pictures, is everyone's here with open arms, embracing. So with ancestors being there, what number is this? Number 9 again. We just had the 9 of fire, so number 9 and 10, definitely we are moving into the end of something and bringing back into new. So 9, then we move to 10, which is equal to 1, which is the restart, which is transformation, which is death and rebirth. So this is beautiful, and I know that we need to definitely embrace whatever changes happen this week. Do not be scared, because it is bringing you into your own personal strength that also is going to bring to collectively how you're going to operate in the collective. So accept whatever is coming out, because it's going to definitely accelerate and kickstart something that is going to be divine for you and your life and whoever else is around you. So ancestors, and the traditional tarot, it would be the Hermit card. So I'm going to read a little bit from this book. Let's see. Yeah, it says, enter the Hermit, who takes you to the core of any situation and highlights the areas that are in need of reflection. Something might be dead wrong at the core of life. One might be feeling empty and directionless or simply in need of a timeout in order to renew and recharge from within. The timeout to recharge from within. Hey, baby, listen. You want to come up here? Here, look. You want to hold this cup? Hey, it's a cup. Yeah, so you see. Wait. Let me pull it out. Okay, so recharging from within, you know, that's what it is showing as a theme in here. Come right here. So meditation, like I said, might be helpful to those that are watching this message. Let's see. At this stage of development, one begins to ponder the interior landscape of the unconscious. The hermit shines a light on the unconscious terrain as well, illuminating the way for new development and growth to occur within the core of the individual. 9 is the number that rules the hermit. 9 is 3 times 3. What is significant here is that the Empress card, which is number 3, traverses the great triad of the divine feminine 3 times to arrive at the crone, which would be like the older woman, the maiden, the more mature version of the Empress, like the grandmother. So, symbolizing the point at which an individual begins to prepare the unconscious for a rebirth or a re-entry into life at a new level of wisdom and service. Now, I really don't even need to read this book, but I just love their interpretation. So let me see if there's any other thing by scanning through. Look, the inner work undertaken at this time will set the karmic chain of cause and effect in motion for a rewarding future life. This passage must not be avoided. Each of us will meet at different levels or stages of awareness as we travel truly transformative process, leading one farther into the royal road of wisdom. The goal of meditation and contemplation is to build new capacities within the soul-spirited individual as a way of strengthening intuition, imagination, and vision. Thought forces and heart forces interweave, creating a new foundation from which higher knowledge may develop. The soul, when involved at this high-level initiation, must withdraw from the impressions of the outer world in order to maintain connection within the rich interior of fertile creativity. Find a quiet place that opens your heart and soul to the beauty within. Meditation allows concentrated focus and inspiration. Allow your mind and heart to open, relax, while remaining attentive and centered. Feel the expansion of light and love as it infuses your entire being. This all-encompassing luminosity is the creative matrix for your new and renewed self. Oh my God. This just speaks to me. It's so beautiful because I just understand how this relates to my own journey. And it's definitely going to be highlighted. Now, the 7th chakra, let me see really quick if I can grab some different ways to heal for your crown chakra as we're moving through this grounding in the 3D and how you can balance it with your crown chakra. So the function of the 7th chakra is understanding, knowing, and bliss. It is right above your head. Sorry, they got the baby right in it. The color is violet. Musical note is high-pitched humming. Healing flower is the lotus. Animal totems are the eagle and the butterfly. Foods, fasting. So like we was talking about rest and meditation, you can rest your body, the digestive system, the different areas, so you can really get more connected. Intermittent fasting may be good also. Metal, gold, gemstones, amethyst. Hello. And diamonds. I don't have no diamonds yet, but they'll be coming soon. But if this chakra is in a negative state, you'll be carrying illusions and delusions about, what does it say? On a spiritual nature. You'll be ungrounded, fearful of outer body experience. So you won't want to expose yourself to a lot of different um, harmful experiences. So being very mindful of your energy if you are out of balance. And when it is vibrant and healthy, an individual may truly experience ecstasy of enlightenment. It is a very luminous and spacious field of energy. A true aspirant grounds such energy to include the work and focus of daily life. From this center pours forth divine love and generosity of spirit. The eagle's message in this card is very important, for it offers the reminder that a state of grace is achieved through hard work. An aspirant on the path must complete tests and initiations here on earth, root chakra, in order to achieve true and lasting power. Wisdom emanates from those who walk in spirit with both feet firmly planted on the ground. So you see that it's very important for your crown chakra and your root chakra to be both balanced, because if you're off, you're not grounded, then what type of message you're going to be received is going to be, like you said, like it says in the book, delusional illusions. It won't be correct. So you definitely want to make sure that you're grounded here, and that, so you can receive the messages as clear as possible for you, for yourself. Hold this. Yeah, this is Palo Santo. This is a good way to cleanse space. So that's all the cards that I'm going to pull for this week. But the biggest message that I see is allow this renewal to come. It is a period of transformation. You are at the very end of a cycle. Embrace what is coming. Look. Embrace the changes that are here and accept them into your life. Meditate, do some fasting for this week. Enjoy the full moon. Wear your crystals, turquoise, amethyst, stand out. Red carnelian are some that come to mind right now for your root chakra, your crown chakra, and then diamond was another one. And that'll help to kind of center out those two. But in the meantime, do whatever work and rest that you need that is going to help you for this week. Whatever things that do come in that are passionate, I see that we're being shifted and our spiritual path. So get aligned with the people who connect with your mission and your journey. If you don't know what's going on, you might face some type of experiences or obstacles that's going to set you on path. So definitely like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you want to book a personal reading to see what specifically you can look for this week, or what kind of divine messages are here for you or in your relationship. Definitely send me an email at mothernature.doula@gmail.com, or you can visit my website at www.heruhaki.com, and you can find me on there and find a way to book me. And other than that, peace, love, and blessings to all of you from Mother Nature.